What's good, YouTube? John F. Kennedy's left severed foot here. Please don't call the FBI. I have a wife and kids, mate. You can't do this. Just 1v1 Rust, please. Speaking of wife and kids, grab your popcorn, your soda, and possibly your penis, because we're going to talk about love. Now, little known fact, the CDC recently stated that love is one of the most lethal substances in the world. It's up there with heroin, dank memes, and Adam Sandler movies. It's so potent that there's a whole radio show dedicated to this disease.
The Love Doctors.
They've been a fixture in South Florida for 20 years.
All right, so you're saying the rattlesnake bit your schnauzer.
They're the Love Doctors.
We're just real guys. They'll sell off a kidney for money to support their family and stuff like that. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Doctors Glenn Curtis and Rich Dickerson and Lexis, who provides a female perspective, sit around and literally talk about everything from porn to politics.
So love, so far, spawns really hip radio stations and causes rattlesnakes to bite your schnauzer. What even is a schnauzer? Honestly, I couldn't make this up if I tried. I really couldn't. We've all experienced love in one way or another, whether it was your mom's motherly love or your right hand. I mean, I don't judge. Some of us have been fortunate enough to experience it with another human being that's not your mother. It's a really, really powerful emotion and can be used for both good and evil, like the Force in Star Wars, I guess, if you really want to look at it that way. An example of good would be finding a nice wife, settling on the countryside, and having a couple of kids. A bad example would be proclaiming your love for Allah on September 11th, 2001. But when you find good love, it can really, really change your life. Just like it changed my parents. And now we're living in Illinois. Finding someone who shares affection with you is really crucial to human life, because without social interaction and friends, humans would go insane. That's actually why solitary confinement is in the hot seat recently, because long periods of time in solitary can do way more damage to a person's mental state than dropping the soap. I don't even know if that's true. I just fabricated that on the spot, mate, but it has to be true. In a PBS Frontline article, a trial was done with a group of male volunteers who were kept in isolation for extended periods of time. Several began suffering from wild hallucinations. One even said he could see nothing but dogs, and another could see nothing but various types of eyeglasses. That's just terrible. No one should be subject to solitary with a bunch of Ray-Bans glasses. It's just inhumane. Moral of the story is, if you don't have friends, you at least have your dogs. So we know social interaction is crucial to keep the mental health at peak, but where does love come in? We could go into the science of all the chemicals released when love is involved. No, I'm not suggesting chloroform, but I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. When we experience love, we are given a sense of worth and self-value. Nothing in this world motivates someone or raises their self-esteem more than the feeling of being valuable in one way or another. It's what fundamentally drives us as humans. It can also help us cope with depression and tragedy and act as one of the most effective strategies to just escape issues for a while. Kinda like how a weeaboo watches Attack on Titan 50 times a day, or speaks in Japanese even though they have no idea what they're saying. All these wonderful qualities don't come without their own responsibilities. Kind of like a hooker. It's a great time, but you should probably see a doctor afterwards. When managing a relationship, you have to be careful not to smother someone. Too much of a good thing can end in very mundane interactions, such as being a comedian and getting a bunch of lawsuits. You're also responsible for your actions as well as your friends. Don't be the little devil on the shoulder. You need the ability to step back and think logically through most of the situations. One more really important thing is to not ignore others around you. It should be executed sort of like augmented reality. You should strive to integrate it into your social life, opposed to integrating your social life into your love life. Also, no means no. And unless you're both into some really kinky shit, then by all means, I don't judge, honestly, though, mate, that'd probably be pretty kinky, I'm not gonna lie. So this has been a quick little synopsis on my thoughts of love. So please don't beat me too hard. My self-esteem is low enough as it is, and I'm probably gonna go cry into my pyrocynical body pillow after this. Let's make a like goal, because it's this great new idea I got in Sleep Vision. 1 like equals 1 love doctor. I will prescribe you your very own love doctor, complete with radio show. Oh, and by the way, I'm pussy whipped.